Just a few days ago, NASCAR announced the Busch Clash would be headed to Bowman Gray Stadium in 2024, known for better or worse as one of the most iconic short tracks in America. So that got us thinking, what would a true short track race look like at the Madhouse? There's no better place to ask the question than the only quarter-mile track on the Cars Tour schedule, Wake County Speedway. So tonight, we're going to get those exact answers from the stars of the Cars Tour at their shortest track on the schedule. All right, Landon, we're at the shortest track on the schedule tonight, so I got one question for you. How would you feel about Cars Tour at Bowman Gray?
I'd rather come to Wake twice before we went to Bowman Gray.
Why is that?
Because I like going to Bowman Gray and drinking beer and sitting in the stands, but I for damn sure don't want to run a Cars Tour race there. At least this place is racy. I mean, you know, you can pass people here without knocking them out of the way. I feel like you go there. I mean, most of the time you go to Bowman Gray, you go to watch a fight and a race breaks out. So, like I said, I really like going and watching Bowman Gray. I don't think I'd want to see these cars there.
What if I told you it would be an exhibition race instead of a points race?
I'm not going because it costs too much damn money.
Fair enough. Thank you. All right, Brent, we are at the shortest track on the schedule tonight, and NASCAR broke some news last Friday. So I got one question for you. How would you feel about a Cars Tour race at Bowman Gray?
Ooh, I think that'd be so fun. And people are going to talk about tearing stuff up, but I think everybody tears enough stuff up as it is, so I don't know what we'd be scared of, but I think it's a great idea. Add it to the schedule. I'm ready to go.
So would you prefer to be a points race or an exhibition race for a lot of money?
Oh, an exhibition race for sure. Probably like 20 grand to win, and I think everybody and their mother would be there. Not just to watch. I think you'd have a great show out for fans and stuff to be able to help the purse, right? And I mean, I would definitely show up for sure. It would be like one of the crown jewels. You got the Martinsville and all that good stuff, and I think that would just add on to it.
All right, so go pitch the idea to Kip for us.
Yeah, maybe I'll talk to Kevin too.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, of course, thank you.
All right, Connor, we're at the shortest track on the schedule tonight, and NASCAR made a big announcement last Friday. So how would you feel about a hypothetical Cars Tour race at Bowman Gray?
I think it'd be awesome. I think it would it'd definitely be interesting, but I think it'd be really cool. I think a lot of these guys haven't, been able to turn laps there, and I've never got to race there, but I tested a Legends car there for a couple teams that we helped a while ago, and I think it would definitely be a barn burner.
So would you rather be a points race or an exhibition race?
Ooh, we can make it a points race.
All right, there you go. All right, Brenden, we are at the shortest track on the schedule tonight. NASCAR made a big announcement last week about the Clash. So how would you feel about a Cars Tour race at Bowman Gray?
It depends. It really depends on a lot of things. I mean, I feel like Wake County's fun and it's probably smaller than Bowman Gray in a way. I don't know. A lot of things would have to. I'm a racer and I'm gonna go wherever where they're gonna race at. I'm not against it, but I don't want to be just tearing up stuff when it costs as much as it does. So I think we'd have to just keep the integrity of the tour of not going there to wreck cars, but have a good race.
So would you rather it be a exhibition money race or a points race?
I guess it really don't matter. I mean, if it's a race and everybody's going, we're going to go, So it's just one of those things. It's kind of like North Wilkesboro or Martinsville. Everybody's going to want to go and win it because it's a big deal. So you don't really think of wrecking or nothing like that. So, I think Cars Tour's good enough to run anywhere, really.
All right, thank you.
Yep, no problem.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, Kaden, we're at the shortest track on the schedule. Your first late model stock car start here. So I got one question. How would you feel if you ran one of these cars in a Cars Tour race at Bowman Gray?
I'd be a lot more nervous, I think, just because how Bowman Gray's normally ran. I feel like you kind of know that you're gonna get wrecked there, and it's just, I don't know, it's entertainment over there. Over here, I feel like it's a little bit different. Last year wasn't as bad, I don't think. I don't really remember a whole lot in late model stocks, but there wasn't really a whole lot of wrecks, so I feel a little safer here than Bowman Gray, but it would definitely be wild for sure.
How would you feel if they put a lot of money up for the winner and made it an exhibition?
That would probably be even worse, I feel like. It would probably be even more of a wreck fest then, just trying to get whoever can get up front and get the win. Obviously, you'd be trying a lot harder, I feel like, if it was a big money race, so I feel like it would be even more of a show.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, Ryan, you've been involved in a couple physical battles the last couple weeks, and we're at a quarter-mile racetrack tonight, so one question on the quarter-mile thing. How would you feel about a Cars Tour race at Bowman Gray?
Ooh, I'm gonna be honest. As much fun as this place is, I don't think it'd necessarily be a terrible idea. I think it'd be more fun if it was like, I don't know, a preliminary race or something like that. Maybe not for a championship, but I think it'd be awfully fun to watch, no doubt.
So if they made it an exhibition race, how much do you want the winner's purse to be?
I mean, you'd have to shoot
Realistic
for
answer.
a realistic answer is a normal purse, at least, because you're going to have to be fixing stuff whether you win it or not.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, Minnie, here at the only quarter-mile track on the schedule right now. So one question for you. How would you feel about a Cars Tour race at Bowman Gray?
I don't know. I mean, I like the racetrack. I think it's fun. I like this place a lot. It's fun to drive, but I mean, we all saw what happened at Ace last week, and putting these cars on a small racetrack with the way, you know, we've been kind of racing each other. I don't know. It might be great. It might be, you know, not so good. So I'm all for it. I mean, I like it. I think it's cool, but you know, you just got to see. Hopefully, a bunch of people going to the back, you know, maybe that sent a message to everybody and said, hey, you know, let's use our head a little bit this week.
So would you prefer it to be, if it happened, would you prefer it to be a points race or just big money exhibition?
I mean, it would be cool. You know, the problem with big money stuff is you run into people that, you know, are trying to get all they got for money, and that gets in people's heads, and then that, you know, causes big wad-ups as well. So, I mean, I don't know. It just depends. I mean, if we go there, that's great. You know, it'd be cool. But if we don't, we don't. And yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be cool to be a points race. I think, you know, having the same kind of guys that are touring and all go there, I think it'd be pretty cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
All right, Caden, one question for you. In a hypothetical world, how would you feel about Cars Tour at Bowman Gray?
Cars Tour Bowman Gray. Well, I feel like this is the closest we get to that. I guess I'll answer that question after tonight. I feel like a lot of guys probably brace these things up specifically for this race regarding how the racing's been the last few races, and now we're going to a quarter mile. So I think it'd be fun. I think there'd definitely be some bodies tore off the race cars, but I mean, it'd be great for the fans, great for flow, but probably not so great for the driver.
Would you feel better if it was an exhibition event and not points?
Yes and no. I mean, that's probably a better question for like Connor Hall guys that are in points. I mean, we're just racing for wins at this point. But if they were to do something like that, I would say definitely not do it for points, just because I feel like there's a lot of guys that wouldn't be happy they're doing that. But I think it'd definitely be fun. Just it'd be pretty interesting.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Steven Stump of Frontstretch.com here. Come back for more great racing videos, and if you like us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.